And now for a quick disclaimer. The T-Bone
and ChickBrew
in the morning show is for infotainment purposes only.
The opinions expressed here do not represent
Naval Station Rhoda, the Armed Forces Network,
or the Department of Defense.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. That guy said that.
No, I know.
That's weird.
Right?
Oh, shadows moving in the darkness. Good morning, Rhoda.
Like ships in the night.
Don't you do that.
Good morning.
Hey. You know, I noticed that before we do the 6:30 show, you always announce your actual name.
I do.
Hi, good morning. It's your DJ, Christina Brewer.
Yes.
But at 6:30, it's off.
Right, because there is Christina Brewer.
So we're going to do that?
The consummate professional. For
the next 13 minutes, are we going to be Christina Brewer?
No,
and
because
T-Bone?
I'm not Christina Brewer when you're around. You bring out the best in me. It's two different people.
Well, this is a bonus.
Yeah, I get 15 extra minutes with you. This is great.
This bonus is inspired by the producer because it's going to rain so badly, and I made the mistake of riding my scooter home. She kind of kicked me out of the house this morning so that I wouldn't get caught in the rain.
That's so nice.
I know. Today, I actually understood the phrase love you to death. I never understood that before. And I think I now understand what love you to death mean. I think she loves me to death. Speaking of the weather.
It's supposed to rain this weekend.
So saith the producer. And then
But it's really I think this is one of those ones, because I have a lot of stuff I want to do outside this weekend.
Yeah, well, this is one of the ones where normally you say it's going to rain and it doesn't. But I've seen these satellite photos.
And I think it's going to rain.
Yeah. No. A lot.
Yeah, because it's trunk or treat, and I've already decorated part of the trunk.
It's trunk or treat. It's trick or treat. It's a motorcycle rally. I mean, everything that's going on outdoors. It's the haunted house. Well, at least... You know, the only part you got to worry about at the haunted house is while you're standing in line.
Is just waiting to get in.
Yeah. Once you get inside the haunted house, you just stand at the door and you're like, this is good, and just, warm
You'll
up. You'll
already be shivering, so you're good to go.
You'll have s'mores at the end. Like, here, this is just a warm-up place for you. We're going to have...
Good luck. We're going to have what?
We're going to have a great show today.
Are we?
Oh, man, we're going to have a great show today. I just came in. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I solved a super complicated Sudoku this morning.
Your brain is working.
Oh, I am firing on all cylinders. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. You see my ad? I already put up the ad for the show.
I saw that. I couldn't find my keys or my glasses. I couldn't get the cat food kid. We're having 2 different mornings today.
Yeah, I will pull you along.
Oh, well,
it's going to be great. And you got stuff you want to talk about?
And
I got
I'm 5 pounds lighter, so we're good.
What?
I've lost 15 pounds in the last 3 weeks.
5 of it was from the haircut.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I am so happy for you.
Me too.
What are you doing?
I changed my whole diet.
Oh, I was hoping you would say cannibalism.
No, I'm eating a lot, but...
Wouldn't that be awesome, on Halloween weekend? Like, what are you doing to lose weight? Eating humans.
That means I'm just taking on someone else's burden. It's not like I enjoyed the cake and it's all mine. At that point, I'm just eating your leftovers. That's weird. I don't want to think about that too much.
Old school David Letterman used to use this phrase, wake the kids and phone the neighbors. And I was thinking about that this morning. If we wanted to tell our audience to get other people to wake up and listen, they wouldn't wake the kids and phone the neighbors anymore, because it's 2018. Technology has come a long way since David Letterman's famous phrase from the 1990s.
And they're probably trying to avoid their children.
Right. So be quiet.
And text your neighbor.
Text your friends. Get your portable radio. Go outside on the patio. Have a cup of coffee. Hey, why don't we make coffee in this building anymore? Do we have the capability? Because I'll make it.
I don't know. I don't live here anymore. I just break in random. Just break in here every Friday morning.
It's just a fantasy. Love doesn't live here anymore. What? Old school R&B reference.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to tell people what we're going to talk about in a little bit, because I got to play some more music.
Okay. I got to eat this Rice Krispie treat.
I'm really glad I hadn't stopped. Anyways, we're going to take another quick music break while we find T-Bone. He's wandering around the building like a lost puppy dog. Hopefully he found his water bowl. Stick around. We'll be back in a minute.
Zombie Robin Leach.
No, sir.
Champagne wishes and brains. No?
Something's wrong with my T-bone. It's a little broken this morning.
It's a very spooky day.
Ooh. Why did it sound like you were trying to say noodles?
Noodles. He just gave us the thumbs down. That was hilarious.
And appropriate.
Yes. So we got all kinds of stuff to talk about today. Like I said, it's going to be a great show. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have some special guests in later. Or if they don't show up, I'm not going to mention it anyway. The most important thing is, and we probably should pull up the window shade today, we need to know what the weather is like out there. So
at all times.
Yeah,
do you want me to do that
know.
right now?
No, it's okay. We know today's going to be a bad weather day. I could do it. I'm literally right here.
Well, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know.
It's going to be a bad weather day. So those of you who have the option of taking a two-wheeled vehicle, maybe today's the day to say no. You know, get into some protection. Get into a four-wheeled vehicle. Those of you who have no other choice, please light yourself up. Yeah. Get there now while you can. Make sure you wear the appropriate gear, the reflective gear. Make your lights on bright. So, on a bicycle, you can have your lights on bright. On a car, you should have your lights on bright in the rain. But the rain is coming, and it's going to be a lot of rain. So that means a lot of standing water. That means slippery roads in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that flooding is no joke. What was the one last weekend?
Leslie.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
She came in like a wrecking ball.
What's so funny is it
So
only takes a couple of leaves on a drain to block a whole street.
No, my pool is literally this close to overflowing.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what to do. What do I do with that? There's nowhere for the water to go.
We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be you had something that you wanted to talk about. You texted me in the middle of the night because this was important to you.
It is important.
So I yield my time to the lady from Texas.
People who are parking in the fire lane at the commissary and the next, they're starting to tow people.
No, they're not.
I'm not.
No, they're not.
Security is being called.
Oh, okay. Have they towed anybody yet?
Miss Shirley did not look happy. I think if anything, Miss Shirley is going to start pushing cars away into that ditch. No, she. It's become an issue.
Appropriate. It's a fire lane. You should never park in a fire lane.
No, but parking to do your whole round of shopping because you want to leave your kids in the car, which is not okay.
At
any time.
Right.
You shouldn't leave your children in the car ever. Not with the doors open, not with the car running, and the car off, the doors closed. You have to take them with you. You made them, you have to take them with you.
I disagree. I kind of wish we would go back to old school parenting where you didn't have to take them with you.
But it's a requirement on this page.
Yeah, it is.
Like what we think and is irrelevant.
No, it is relevant. I'm allowed to think.
Well, it hurts us all.
I hear shouting going on. I don't know. It is irrelevant. Anyway.
But they are calling security.
And security shows up. And they're going to try to do their job.
God love them.
Or you could just make it an announcement. I mean, they have a PA system in the commissary.
It's inside the commissary, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the people that are parked outside the commissary are in the commissary, I would hope.
It says fire lane.
Yes.
Like, it says that there. And God forbid the commissary catch on fire.
I'm going to tell you exactly how this started. It was the fire department. So the fire department has I don't know if they've stopped doing it, but for a period there, they were making the fire lane their own personal parking spot. And you know what? You start doing it, everybody else is going to do it too. It's 727-1025. Give us a call in the studio. Look us up on the AFN Radio Facebook page. It's T-Bone and ChickBrew in the morning. What did you yell? Monday. So I have, at last look, I got 66 people that follow me on the Facebooks. I got 16 on the YouTubes. I got a few on the Instagrams. I don't know why I'm pluralizing all of these things.
I don't know, because you're 14 right now. It's fine. I'm talking about internet.
So I got about 100. I'd say if I had to round it out, I'd say I got about 100 people following my social media stuff.
I don't know.
And it's not too hard to manage. I just try to be me. I try to make people laugh. It's no big deal.
You come up first on my list.
Oh, look at me.
I was like, I have no idea what the number is, but look, it's just you and my manager. Let's come up first. Oddly enough, you come up before the manager.
So my friend Russ Nagel, you've heard me talk about him before. Matter of fact, I was listening to last week's show, talked about him then.
Russy boy.
Russ, great comic. He's known as America's Funniest Biker, russnagel.com. He just did the Dry Bar Comedy series. And if you don't know what that is, for those out there listening, Dry Bar Comedy, they get a comic, they get them on stage, they film them in HD, and then they release like 2 minutes of their material to the Facebook.
I watch it all the time.
Russ has been a working comedian for the last 30 years. He had a couple thousand people that followed him, and he's a hardworking guy. He's a great guy. He's taught me a lot over the years about comedy. I love Russ. At last look, he's at 5.5 million views on his Dry Bar Comedy. 5.5 million views.
I would take that in pennies.
I think the video, I got like 50,000 views on the commercial I did for the holster, automatic holster. 50,000. And I thought I was doing good. He's at 5.5 million and climbing. And of course, with that kind of popularity comes the friend request and comes the followers. So he's got no filter now. He's just like accepting everybody. And there are a lot of crazy people out there.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't ever do that. I think
when your business is people, you kind of have to. And then you got to filter them out later. Yeah. That kind of popularity almost warrants... makes me understand now. I didn't have this insight before, but now I understand why people have other people do their social media. Like you hire someone just to do your social media.
You have to.
And they have to pretend they're you. Like, hey, I love you. You're very funny. And then somebody gets paid to go, thank you. Thanks for being a good listener. If you're a good listener, why don't you know what we haven't done? Hey, give us a like on the AFN Road to Facebook page. Just give us a like or call us in the studio, 727-1025.
I was also gonna say, you know what we haven't done?
What?
We don't have social media.
I don't know if it's because I came in early this morning or what, but I'm going to tell you, all the equipment is working fantastically. You're doing a great job over there with the button, the pushing, the sneezing. Oh my goodness!
That came out of nowhere. I wasn't ready.
No, I don't like sickness.
It's not sickness. Have you seen how much wind there is? Have you seen all the nature that is growing with this rain? It's killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me.
So it's funny how we go through, 8 months with no water, and then the moment the rain comes, everything just turns green.
It's beautiful.
So quick.
And it's also going to kill me.
Yeah, I forget you got those issues. Do you ever have...
There's such a long list.
You got issues. You ever have a conversation that you wish you would have recorded, but you didn't? Okay, I'm just going to go through because you're looking at me all crazy. So I got on the website the other day that sells a bunch of stuff that you don't need. It doesn't matter which one, but it was one of those ones. And, of course, everything on there is a super, super discount. And I just bought a bunch of spyware. I got the the video camera that's in the glasses and in the pen and in the watch. I just bought a bunch of this stuff for like $3. It probably doesn't work. Doesn't matter. Because I remember recently, I talk about evil Merkins. I remember a conversation a couple years ago. It was an event where no alcohol was allowed, period. And it was me and a couple of friends, and we were sitting at a table, and we had the greatest... We were laughing so hard that all the other people there thought we had smuggled in alcohol to this thing where we couldn't have alcohol because we were having such a good time and we were laughing so uproariously. And unfortunately, I only remember bits and pieces of this conversation because it's like 6 years old now.
Right.
But it was one of the funniest conversations. So now, I've got the video camera in the car. I'm going to have the video camera on my glasses and a video camera on my secret cyber pen and my watch. So anytime something fun...
You are going to be a walking OPSEC liability.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding. You obviously know what you're doing.
Yeah, I already have to take off my Fitbit to go into areas. So, yeah. Could you same. I'll just have my little bag of equipment. I'll just put it all in. Why are you taking your pen out? It's a special pen.
We're gonna be like, you're gonna go somewhere for like a brief And by the time you have dressed down to appropriate wear, you're just going to be standing there in your underwear and be like, this is all I have. Everything else has a camera in it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to tell them that. It kind of ruins it. But
they'll know at that point.
But think of the conversations me and you have had over the years. We've had some very, very funny conversations.
I don't know that I need you to record those conversations.
I don't know if those glasses right now are not video capable.
They're not.
They could be.
They're not.
They can put a camera in anything these days.
One, we all know I'm button challenged. So if I had to add one that involved poking a button close to my eyeball, I would be blind.
Uh-huh.
So that's not an option. And yeah, it's just too much.
It's too much. I don't think it is. I think at this day and age, you just have to assume you're being videotaped no matter where you are.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. I almost got into a current event that I am very animated about, but I am not going to talk about. I will leave that for the social media portion of me, not for the terrestrial portion of me. We're going to come back. We're going to be talking about your, what time is it? Oh, we're doing great.
Yeah, it's almost time for the top of the hour, though.
We may be talking about some of the great things. We may be talking about some of the great things that are going on in our local community. Of course, we're going to give you your weekend safety brief. We got no visitors here, even though I was told we were going to have visitors. We might still give them a shout out because what they're doing is a good time too, and that'll be starting tonight. So 727-1025, call us in the studio or comment on the AFN Rhoda only Facebook page, which you haven't even opened up, have you?
I will not do that.
There's a garment over there.
Yes, I know, it's mine.
Oh, really?
Yes, but we
are we going to a formal affair later?
Ooh.
So here's what we've decided in the remainder of today's show. If you go to AFN Rhoda Facebook page, we're not even going to look at it. Honestly, if you want to communicate with us, we're kind of giving up.
Just continue to stalk us.
Yeah, or Rhoda Q&A, or,
rants and raves.
I didn't post on that one today.
That's all right. I feel like that's where our people really live.
Those are our people.
I got something really nice to say, but I'm going to complain about it first. I like that.
Here's what
I like those people.
I try my best to say bad and good things at the same time. Like recently, I made a rave about Kimmy's Kitchen because she's phenomenal. She's amazing. And I was like, yeah, all 100% good stuff. But if I'm going to get a dig in on you, I'm going to say bad things, but I'm going to compliment you at the end. I was at a restaurant recently with some friends. And the food, ugh, and the prices, and I mean, who screws up choco fritos in Spain? This place does.
That's sad.
This place does. And then their fish, it tasted like it was fried in mop water. And I made all these critical comments on Yelp or whatever I'm using at Google Reviews, whatever, TripAdvisor. And then at the end, I'm like, but the staff was nice and the bathroom was clean. I gotta get a little positivity in there, but I will rip you to shreds and I'll find something nice. Oh, they used incandescent light bulbs. I thought that was really nice. Wacko from Waco just showed up, and I see why they were late, because they went to Loops. Well, I have been holding off talking about the Seaview Haunted House, because I thought they were going to stand us up. They've been known to do that.
It's true. That's what they're known for.
Maybe we could throw a song on, and then we'll talk to our guest in the studios
we could
about
do that.
this weekend's Ooh.
They wanted me to play.
It's a highly complimented session that we had last time.
It's okay. Sometimes it's hard when there's a lot of people in here.
It is. And when you have to share a mic in close proximity to another, person, that is more difficult. I understand.
And it's early in the morning. Maybe they didn't brush their teeth, We're lucky. We have our own microphone.
Yes.
We have got our own situation.
But I have no idea who was on this last, which makes me stay a foot away from it and shout at the microphone.
$5 to lick it.
No. Yeah. I'm coming, Esther. I'm coming.
We're going to have to, that's
Elizabeth.
my new goal.
Her name is Elizabeth.
I'm going to bet you random things with the result in you having to lick one of these microphones one day. A race. Maybe we could do a race.
No, the billionaire thing. So 1.6 billion, some lucky person in South Carolina won the mega, right? For $1.6 billion, which after taxes is like $14.95.
$7.
Yeah.
Still
recently,
can't get donuts with that.
I realized I can't buy a Dunkin' donut with that. But I realized recently I myself am a billionaire. I don't know what the going rate is on recyclable plastic bags, but I have all of them. I have cornered the market on little plastic bags that are stuffed inside other plastic bags that are stuffed in a corner somewhere.
Bags of
I'm bag rich, yo. I'm bag rich.
Never mind. I was going to say something.
Yeah. I mouthed it because I felt it too, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have our favorite CBs in the studio today. You got Wacko from Waco. And we haven't given you a nickname yet. We're just going to call him Maverick.
Oh.
Because a CB wearing brown shoes is something you very rarely see, but it does happen. Now, he might not have on brown shoes, but he did walk in here in a flight jacket. So
he did.
He's probably got a pair of those underoos that all the pilots wear. You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
The pajamas.
They never put the flap in the back. I think that would be great. If you're a pilot, you should have a flap in the back of your underoos. All right. And we got a lot of pilot friends out there, so I'm sure I'll be hearing about that one later.
Well, mostly because I have had the onesies with Oh, God.
Let me put Amazon on my checklist of things to do today. Because the costume I wear and have been wearing for years, first of all, it's quite heavy. It hasn't been washed yet.
Is it time to retire?
It's got a beer smell to it. Anyway.
Oh, gross.
So we got our favorite
Wait, how
CBs.
many Santa runs have you had?
6. This will be 6.
So you have 5 in that same costume?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I wear undergarments.
We'll throw it away.
Yeah, no, those things cost
Take
money.
it to hazmat.
I smell like a
Bad
department
Santa.
store Santa.
Bad Santa.
It's authentic.
Some special is what that is.
So the guys are here to talk about the CB Haunted House. I told you it's going to be great. So the guys are here. Well, here's what we know. We know that the CB Haunted House starts on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It opens up at 7 o'clock at night. The first hour and a half is reserved for the childrens. But the guys put some effort and experience into this. They got everything going on. But the menu is the thing I'm the most concerned with. Every week, they got the truck out there, and they're making good foods. They got the double stuffed fried Oreos to die for. You got to try those. And they got other thing else. So what is the surprise menu item for this weekend?
The menu item on for the CB Haunted House this week is buffalo chicken sandwiches.
Oh.
Buffalo chicken sandwiches.
And I believe they're stuffed buffalo chicken sandwiches.
A stuffed buffalo chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Stuff with gold
So
or...
stuffed with cheese.
Well, all right. We have to go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We're just going to go taste test now.
Hey, we've taken this.
Buffalo.
Wonderful.
All right, so buffalo is the flavor
Yes.
of the chicken
Yes.
that is stuffed with cheese.
Yes.
Is the bun sesame seed,
Oh, that does
No.
matter.
right?
I mean, it does matter. It does matter.
So what does a stuffed buffalo cheese chicken sandwich go for out there at the CB Haunted House?
I think we're doing $5 a plate, and you get your chips, drink, and then the buffalo chicken sandwich, and then I think the chicken sandwich by itself is $3.
So okay, I should go out there. The prices are all listed on the board, and people are encouraged to always tip, right?
Always.
You have a tip jar out there?
We do now.
Now, to make sure the tip jar is not for your personal wealth. I mean,
Yeah, no.
unless you want to buy into some of my plastic bag stock. But
Everyone needs a hobby. No one's
anything
judging you
you
here.
tip, anything you tip the CBs out at the CB Haunted House, that is also going to your fundraiser, right?
Yes, yes.
I'll be watching you.
Yeah.
So that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the last weekend you guys are doing it, right?
So, yeah, it's this weekend, and then we're also doing it Hallows Eve and Halloween.
Oh, little special midweek action.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, well, make those. So,
If you go to the haunted house, do you get a late for work pass the next day?
yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. I mean, if we're going to
T-Bone's-
make things up, let's just
T-Bone's
make
giving
it
them
up.
out? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just checking.
That's the great part about my book, the abbreviated almanac of everything that's absolutely true, the 2005 edition. If you go to the CB Haunted House, Chapter 11, if you go to the CB Haunted House, you are allowed to come into work the next day late. Everything that you need referenced is in this book. It's a great book.
I read one.
that-
I read one of the chapters though.
Oh, yeah.
It was good. I enjoyed it. I wanted it to be true because it would have been so much better, right?
I've written it in such a way that people think it's true.
It's good.
Yes, and then right now I'm writing a book of references. It's very fun. I just noticed
Here's
that
his rule of
Travaris
thumb.
is wearing like a throwback Run DMC Adidas top as he walked by the
Well,
window.
he's a hero, okay? let's not give him a hard time.
All right, so this is the third weekend you guys have been doing this now?
Correct.
Okay. What was the crowds like last weekend?
Oh, they're pretty decent.
Long waits to get inside?
No, if there's gonna be a long wait, it's definitely gonna be this weekend, and then like Hallows Eve and then Halloween.
Do you get the crowd swelling at the beginning, or like when you're ready to wrap it up and go home? Is that when everybody starts showing up?
I mean, tell me.
I think right after the kids' hour ends, that's when it really starts to swell up. I'm talking like 9 to 10 is when we start seeing those huge amount of groups coming in.
So if you want to beat the crowd, you come in before 9. After 8:30, before 9. Sorry, that's fresh coffee that just came out of my nose.
Weird.
Yeah, if you want to beat the crowd, that's a good time to come. But honestly, the same time where all the crowds come, you're getting full force. We're at our maximum.
What's the wait like? Let's be honest. What's the wait like? We show up. What's the average wait time going to be for us to get inside the CB haunted house?
With a bunch of groups in front of you, I think the worst would be, 10 minutes?
10, 15.
Oh,
We try and get the groups in there.
So
enough time to eat a sandwich.
I'm going to say, so that 10 to 15 minutes, can I order food while I'm in the line?
Of course.
And if someone will bring it to me, or does the line go by the food? I'm confused. Do I lose my place in the line because I don't have any friends? I don't know how.
I mean, if we see the lines long enough, we have a bunch of people outside that can go up to you. Do you want anything? And we'll get that food to you. And all that.
Are the guys cooking food in costume? Huh? Wouldn't that be fun? Here's your burger.
I think some of them are, not all of them.
I don't know. Okay, maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe the people that are making the food should not be in a scary costume. Maybe they should be in like a fairy costume. 727-1025 and Roto Q&A. Today we're taking your comments there. I mean, what is it? A contract? You have to. The song's got to be 5 minutes long. Oh, no problem. Blah 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 blah. Boo, 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 boo.
Yes,
blah,
that's
blah,
exactly
blah,
how it
blah,
works.
blah.
Exactly how it works.
Well, that's pretty close. So what we were talking about was the CB Haunted House. One of the questions I didn't get to ask you guys is, what time do you secure from ooh?
Midnight. We stop everything at midnight. Whoever's inside the compound at that time, we'll finish them out, but we don't let anybody pass the gate after midnight.
All right, but if you have people in line, you'll go longer?
Absolutely.
Of course. That's what customer service
if
is.
they're there already. And
You're going to get that money.
They're going.
So,
Well, there goes my plan to just show up a minute. Right at the door.
they shut down just as I got here. So what is the going rate? I mean, you guys have put a lot of time and effort in this. You got a video product. Did you guys do the first-person version yet? Have you done that?
We did not do it this time.
Okay. Well, I was kind of looking forward to that.
We did not get a chance to do it this time.
So you've put a lot of quality effort into this. You got a lot of volunteers out there. You've been doing it for years. What is the going rate? How much does it cost to be entertained by the spookiest of spooky houses? You don't have to go out in town. There's somebody advertising one out in town. You got one right here on the base with years of history behind it. How much does this cost?
We're thinking like $50 a ticket. It was expensive.
Yes.
It was really expensive. No.
If it's $50 a ticket, it comes with a free sandwich.
Yeah, something like that. Everything's donation. Everything's donation based. Typically, you see families doing like either $20 for the family, or people do $5 individually, or just $5 here and there. But it's typically what you see, But it's all donation.
Don't look at me. Don't you ever look at me.
How about your eyes?
So I show up. I've got a bunch of little runny noses next to me. I can give you $3 and we can all go in, right? That's the way that works.
Absolutely, you can do that.
No, that's not what you should be encouraging. That is not good. Minimum donation should be at least something per person, right?
I can't tell you what to give us.
No, I know you can't. That's why I'm over here doing it for you.
It's definitely not encouraged, but we can't put a price on donation.
You
But
can't put a price on
please-
perfection.
You know why? Lawyers, man. Lawyers.
My dad's a lawyer.
Yeah, I know. That's
He's
why
a
I
good
looked at you
guy.
when I said
He's
that.
a good guy.
They're all good people until
they're
they're doing
not.
their job and being all lawyerly.
No.
It's all good, man. Huh?
It's all good.
It's all good, man.
I see what you did there.
Actually, it's what he did. I just,
Yeah.
So, it's donate money because it's going to a good cause. And what is the good cause?
The CB ball.
Ooh, how much do you guys pay the MC to do that?
You tell me.
$50 per person. Yeah. I got to increase my plastic bag empire. So again, for everybody out there, that's a CB Haunted House. That's this Friday, this Saturday, it's this Sunday. And because these guys believe in raising money and caring, they're also going to do it in the same hours, I'm going to assume, Halloween Eve, which is the day before Halloween.
Ooh.
And Halloween on the 31st, on the 30th and the 31st, 1900 to midnight. You guys are doing the haunted house.
That's right.
What's going to be on the menu those nights?
We haven't gotten that far yet.
Hey, do me a favor. Get on the YouTubes there and look at this bloody chicken thing the guy made. They take chicken and they dye it black and they fill it full of redness and they cook it. And when they take it off the grill, it looks like it's just bleeding meat. And it looks, yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
I would pay good money for that because it's just grilled chicken.
Gross.
Well, the music's telling me we got to go. 727-1025. We're getting ready to close this thing up. See you soon. You. If you were a great person yesterday, be an even better person. A great person yesterday, try to be an even better person tomorrow. And then you say,
What?
yeah. When we close this show,
Hey!
I'm going to say something.
Got it.
And then you're going to say something.
Right.
But what the thing that's missing, and you got a problem with conjunctions.
Oh, yeah, we talk about this all the time.
You got a problem with conjunctions. And. Yeah. And is a conjunction. It takes two phrases and clauses and puts them together, right? You haven't been saying and. That's what it is.
I won't. It's like a
How did that happen? How do we end up with 2 minutes for trying to close out the show?
No. We have. Anyways, just go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do.
Well, right now I'm trying to finish this donut that I just had.
That was good.
It was a very good donut.
It was.
And it was not bought at Dunkin'.
No, it wasn't.
Nope. But it is another place that does open up at 7 in the morning.
Everything
So,
opens at 7.
We got to talk about my friend Russ Nagel. We got to talk about the evil Merkins. What else did I say on the promo we were going to talk about?
We talked about fire lanes. Don't do it.
Yeah, the fire lanes was something you'd want to hit on. We definitely hit up on the haunted house. You know what? It's time for that weekend safety brief.
Go.
Yeah. What are you doing this weekend? Haunted house?
Oh, no, trunk or treat, hopefully.
Trunk or treat? Yeah. Hopefully the weather's going to be good. And as long as it's not lightning, rain never hurt nobody. But when it starts lightning, you got to do like Jerry Taylor. You got to run. Jerry Taylor, great friend of mine. He's only afraid of two things: lightning and motorcycles. I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. If he sees either one, he runs.
Where?
He lives in Southeast Georgia. Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So going into the weekend, as we get closer, all right, you're going to start seeing your trick-or-treaters. Which are little children that make good hood ornaments if you run them over. So don't
do that.
Don't do that. Don't hit them with your vehicle. Parents, remember to make sure your kids are trick-or-treating safely, and that means
they can wear reflective stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be really nice if
there's
they
trick-or-treating costumes that are reflective now. A little flashlight when they're out there trick-or-treating. Anything to make them more visible. Please keep the little kids together and make sure you try all their treats. It's very important that because of years of myths about razor blades and poison, that the parents individually sample all of the candy that the children receive. Except fruit. Make them taste the fruit. Never taste the fruit yourself.
I just sent my mom a Halloween card and it said, make sure you hand out all the gross stuff and save the good stuff for me.
Nice. I love that. And adults, remember, on the 1st of November, all the Halloween candy goes on sale.
And you don't have to share that.
You do not have to share. So be liberal with the bad stuff. Don't give out ramen noodles. I've seen that done in the
That's
past.
weird.
Like
What is this,
AFN's got
college?
like a cabinet full of ramen noodles from the 30s. And I would just be passing them out to any kid that showed up at my door because I don't
That's
do
the AFN version of a NAM.
There you go.
About as tasty.
If you're going to be drinking at any events, remember to not drink and drive. Take care of yourself. Act like an adult. And that was backwards, but
Yes.
I got it.
Yes, you can do good things.
Take care of one another, and remember, try to be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person yesterday, try to be an even better person tomorrow.
And don't forget, you are loved.
I love it.